Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 13th. This week, you start off with the Six of Diamonds. So, planting a lot of seeds, getting a lot of things going, getting a lot of things ready, starting a lot of new things, thinking about starting a lot of new things, and also building up your finances. I think a lot of you Capricorns have already been working on your finances, maybe working on budgeting or working on saving, or all sorts of things come up here. This is also a card of spending money, though, to better your finances. So it can be a card of, say there's something wrong with your car, paying to get it fixed now, because if you don't fix it now, it'll turn into something, much, much more expensive later in the future. So again, sometimes we can spend money to actually better our finances, so something worse doesn't happen later on down the road. But it's a very good card for moving forward. Sixes are always very karmic, and they're always good for kind of like starting things moving in a positive direction. Next, you have the Ten of Clubs. Another really good new beginning card. This card is considered very fortunate and very lucky. A couple of signs have had it this week as well. I think there is a big turnaround coming for a lot of people, especially those of you that have been through it for a while. This is a very good sign for you. This is also a card of travel. I think a lot of you, just looking at these other cards here, maybe planning a trip, planning on traveling, thinking about traveling, planning on moving even comes up a lot. So a lot of you could be doing that this week, planning those things out. And Ten of Clubs is also a great card for learning under. So learning new skills, picking up new skills, learning new things, going back to school, all that comes up. So very good card for all of those things. Next, you have the Queen of Hearts, which can represent your mother coming in. So if anybody gives you motherly advice or you get advice from your mother, it would be advice you'd want to listen to. It's also a very good love card of love increasing. It's a card of nurturing, so like more nurturing coming into your life in a lot of ways. So a lot of you could be experiencing that this week. And if it is love, it could be male or female, even though it's a queen, doesn't matter. And, it could be all of those things increasing for you. Next, you have the Five of Spades, needing to take a break, needing to take a vacation. Again, you have the Ten of Clubs, Four of Clubs. A lot of you could be planning out a vacation already anyway, or even planning a move in general. Five of Spades is also a card of watching your health, making sure that you're staying healthy, getting plenty of rest, drinking plenty of water, and, all of those things. It's also great for getting second opinions. So, if you've been diagnosed with anything, now I'm not a doctor, so disclaimer, I am not a doctor. This is not health advice, blah, blah, blah. But, it's a great card for, going and checking in with maybe another physician or something like that. And it's even legally, if you're involved in anything legal, any legal matters, it's a great card for just going and getting a second opinion. And the opinion might not change, but it's still just a good card to kind of double check with and all of that. Next, you have the Seven of Spades, internal fears that don't exist. Don't allow your fears to hold you back this week. It can definitely be a card of having fears holding you back and worrying about things and things like that. So, just don't do that. It can also be a card of removing fears as well. So, it kind of has two sides here. It can be very positive about overcoming fears and getting past fears and things like that. Next, you have the Nine of Hearts, which represents getting something you want, getting something you've been wishing for. It's a very positive card. It's a wish card, very similar to the Nine of Cups in the Tarot. And just represents getting something you want and getting something you've been wishing for and having something you want to have happen. So it's a very good card for that. And it's also a card of kind of being selfless as well. So if you're having any relationship, this is coming up as a message, kind of weird, but if you're having any relationship problems, it is about learning to kind of give more in your relationship and allowing things to kind of, just looking at the relationship from the other person's side, I'm getting in a lot of ways. So again, for those of you in a relationship, even if it's fine, even if there's nothing wrong, this week you might want to look at the relationship from the other person's side, make sure it's really balanced and just check that. I think that'll be very beneficial for all of you. So, do that. And finally, you have the Four of Clubs. Building a foundation, making sure you have a foundation under things. So again, double checking things is highlighted under this card. Great week, I think, to double check things for you and go back over things. This is a card of balance. It's a card of balancing things out. So that would be really good. It can be a card of feeling a little bit restless, wanting to get going, wanting to move things forward. But it's also a card that says maybe you just need to double check and make sure you have all the pieces before you kind of get started on anything new. But other than that, looks like a really great week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.